Hey everybody, this is Mr. B, downtown Abacoa at Rising Sun Martial Arts, and enjoying a wonderful morning down here. Wonderful, great looking day it's going to be. And I hope you take a look at the back. We just finished a large renovation of our school. Looks great. See those pillars in the back and 3D graphics of some people kicking. So I want to talk to you today because this week and in the past several weeks, I've had a lot of parents come into our school. For the last several years, I've been helping out parents, helping to get their child stronger physically, mentally, socially, and emotionally. And as part of that, what they do is they often come up to me, people who aren't in school and people who are are not in our school. They ask me, what can I do to get my child a little bit more confidence and more self-esteem? And as importantly, how do I get my kids grittier? How do I get them to not give up when they try something, whether it's eating something, whether it's a physical activity or eating someone new, how to feel so good about themselves that they overcome a small challenge in their life. And, it's not easy, but it's certainly doable. But parents often, they ask themselves, is my child, what's their overall happiness like? They wonder if their child is going to make friends and continue to overcome challenges as things come their way. So how can we do this? And it's not simple. It's not easy, but if we know what it is, what it really comes down to is it comes down to grit. And grit is just simply, it's a perseverance and a passion for long-term goals. And there's really three things that we can do in order to help build our child's grit. So what is it that we can do in order to find grit for our children? So the first thing that we can do is, number one, is that we can find a passion that they have. Find an activity, find something it is that they enjoy doing, that they like doing, a group activity where things are structured, where you have really great instructors and staff that can deliver a wonderful experience. Because as soon as a child has one great experience, they're going to continue to go back and do that time over and over again. Okay, so find something that they enjoy doing, they like doing, and can keep setting long-term goals. The second thing we do, and we do this all the time at Rising Sun Martial Arts, especially this week, it is test week. We have to recognize that frustration, confusion, and practice are par for the course. There's some famous ballerinas and some dancers that say, man, look at the end product. But really, before you see the end product of a recital or of a play, is that the hours of practice, the hours of sweat, the little mini defeats that go along with that to make what it looks like at the end is simply unbelievable. So there's a lot of confusion, there's some setbacks, and the same thing we have. Sometimes kids fail, or they have to try again or to retest. But really, confusion, practice, setbacks, it's par for the course. That's all part of what we do. The third thing, and this one might be the most fun for your kids, is take some risks. Grit demands risk-taking. Grit demands is that we get out of our comfort zone. We don't feel completely secure about what it is we're doing, but that's where the growth potential happens the most. So tell your kids that taking a risk, that's where it's really going to happen for them. That's where they're really going to grow the most. There was this young boy in our school. His name is Angel. I think he's 11 or 12 years old right now. And a few months ago, we had a tournament for our school. And Angel, he didn't place in any of the things that we did at our tournament. And Angel's initial feeling was he's very let down, very frustrated and depressed, and I think his parents felt a little bit of that too. His initial reaction was to stop, it was to quit. But after talking him through it a little bit about what was, his future going to be like, is he came back to class, and in the last 6 months, Angel, without question, he is more determined, he's more focused, he is going forward, and when it comes to class, I can tell you, every single class, hands down, Angel is going to be one of the hardest working people in our school. And it shows for him a lot of grit, how he's came back and working hard. So when you look back at our back panels, that's what we put there. We put in, have a yes, I can attitude and grit. We talk about grit all the time. So if you want to grow gritty, kids, talk about grit. Talk about those three things: that setting a long-term goal, finding a passion, knowing that confusion and setback is going to be par for the course, and take risk. Risk taking is part of how we're going to grow most as a person. So, thank you for watching, parents. Parenting, you guys got the hardest job in the whole wide world. I have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. It brings me the most joy in all of my life. So continue doing what you're doing. If you're still watching this, it means you're very invested in your kids. It means you're very invested with their future and how to grow grit in them. If you like this, please go ahead and share it. And until next time, this is Mr. B in downtown Abacoa at Rising Sun Martial Arts. With respect, from the heart.